butter and jelly, and we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence. Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 60 orange.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Vick. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. On
2nd down, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner, he's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Vic readies to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
No, check that. We want right 52 right here.
And this one complete to Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He's going to air one out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Warner. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Vic. Now he's forced out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. He can run for it, and he will. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Vick now. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now here's Vick. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, Tomlinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now a first down throw, Warner. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Warner. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Warner. That is caught at the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Bryant is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 3rd down, Vic. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vic, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Play action. It's Warner. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
So here's Vic following the interception. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Buddy up. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Vic. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Vic to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the third quarter. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Warner. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 2, Vick forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Warner from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
80 weapon, 80 weapon. Delta. Ready.
To throw on second down. Warner. Got his man. It's Eifert. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Warner to throw. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. On first down, Tomlinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense.